Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie and today I have a very exciting collab. It is with my friend Skye, or Beauty by Skye here on YouTube as well as Instagram. We're going to be creating our own Animal Crossing eyeshadow palette using our single eyeshadows because, as you know, Colourpop came out with a Animal Crossing themed collection, which I was really excited about because I had my hopes up that they wouldn't let us down on this one, but yet again they have, and I was just not really happy about the 4 pans and having glitter in them. It just felt like such a waste. There was so much opportunity. So we're both gonna do our own take on an Animal Crossing themed eyeshadow palette. But first, let's talk about Skye. Skye is such an amazing creator. They create some really beautiful, colorful, and very ethereal looks. I definitely recommend you check out their Instagram. And then on their YouTube, they do a lot of multiple looks, one palette, playing with single eyeshadows, lots of indie makeup. Skye is very sweet and down to earth, but we'll tell you how it is. So make sure you check out their channel because I'm very curious to see the color story that Skye creates, as I had a little bit of a hard time creating this palette, to be honest. So I decided to do a 9-pan eyeshadow palette, and you could definitely do kind of like Colourpop did, where you do kind of different themes based on characters. But for the most part, I was feeling a very pastel vibe. I didn't include any really deepening up shades, and you know, if you've been on my channel, I really love my deepening up shades, but for this palette I just really wanted something colorful but soft. And so without further ado, let me show you the color story that I created. Here it is. Like I said, I really struggled. The deepest shade in here is the purple, so there is kind of like a deepening up shade, but not really, because all these colors are just so vibrant and almost primary, but maybe with just a little bit off the tone of primary colors. So let's get into the swatches and the shades that I picked and why. And then I'm also going to be doing a look with this palette, so if that sounds like something you're interested, then just keep watching. So the first shade is Fourth Dimension from Terra Moons, and this is a really beautiful vibrant green. And the reason I chose this because there is overall a lot of green in the game. Obviously, this is island themed, so there's a lot of grass, there's some palm trees, so definitely felt like it needed some sort of a green. And then next is Crushin' from Colored Rain, and this one kind of just reflects some of the other warmer tones like the sand. Next is Lineage from Cleona, and I just really wanted a really beautiful aqua kind of multi-chrome, so this shade is a teal and it has a purple shift with a gold in it as well. Then is Marshmallow Pillows from Divina, and this is just a really beautiful sparkly, more like a topper type of shade, and this one I thought would play off of the different flower colors, hair colors, fruits, and what have you. Next up is Vibes from Colored Rain. This one kind of plays off of the nighttime look of the islands. Next up is Sunbathe from the Menagerie Cosmetics Pastel Pup palette. This one also kind of playing off of the sand, just in general, sunny island vibe, some flowers, lots of dresses in this color. Then we have Outrun from Lethal Cosmetics, and I just obviously needed a really beautiful sky blue in here. I think this one really nicely not only reflects the sky but also the water, and I just feel like I see this color repeated a lot. Then we have Glisten from Cleona, which is a peachy purpley pink multi-chrome, and this one again just to pair with some of these mattes and the tones in the mattes. And then lastly we have Crimson Red, which I actually took out of the Glam Light Pro palette, and this one represents the various flowers, the doors, and then the red roofs, and just there's a lot of red in general, and also the Dodo Airline airplane. So here you have it all swatched out. Now let's get into the look. So I'm priming with the Be Perfect eyeshadow primer, and I'm tapping it on, and then I'm going into the inner part of my crease with Sunbathe, and I'm mostly just packing that on because it is a pastel, so I don't really want to be swiping too much. And then right next to it, I'm putting Fourth Dimension from Terra Moons, and also kind of packing it on, swiping a little bit, but mostly just packing it on, trying to get that pigment. And then on the outer third, I'm putting out Outrun from Lethal Cosmetics. Also packing it on and then feathering out the edges and just kind of winging it out a little bit. And on the outer corner, I'm putting on Vibes from Colored Rain and just tapping that on, and I'm very lightly just kind of bringing it into the blue, and you can see those will mix together to create a really interesting color. and then I'm putting vibes and connecting it to the lower lash line as well. And on the inner portion of my lower lash line, I'm going in with Crush In from Colored Rain and back in with Sunbathe from Menagerie Cosmetics on the inner portion. Next, I'm putting on some NYX glitter primer, just tapping it around. And right in the center, I'm putting Lineage from Cliona, and then on the inner portion, I'm putting Marshmallow Pillows from Divina Cosmetics. And then for the inner corner highlight, I'm going in with Glisten from Cliona. And then I decided to add Outrun from Lethal and blend it into the lower lash line area. And then in the waterline, I put in Insomniac Cream Gel Liner from Colourpop, and this is the finished look. So as you can tell, I did film the look separately and I absolutely loved it. I would definitely recreate that look again. I'm really happy with how it came out because I did choose so many bright colors. I was kind of afraid at the end of the day how these would kind of come together. So let me know in the comments below what you think of my little Animal Crossing themed eyeshadow palette. And don't forget to check out Skye's channel and their video. You definitely don't want to miss out. I'm so curious to see where they take it because there is so many different ways you could create an Animal Crossing themed eyeshadow palette. I actually just got into Animal Crossing last year in 2020 after they released a new game. It was just very relaxing and a fun escape, especially during that time of 2020, and I'm sure that you can relate. And thank you so much, Skye, for collaborating with me. This was super fun and I hope to do it again sometime, and maybe we'll do another video game or something because this was super fun, a little bit more challenging than I thought. And so that's everything for this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribed. There's a lot of indie makeup content on my channel, a lot of sparkly, shiny, shifty eyeshadows. You don't want to miss it. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.